Welcome to WeLearn Virtual Learning Network. This is session number 18, Local Self-Government Institution, Rural and Urban. Topics which we will cover in this session are historical background of rural self-government in India, Panchayati Raj in post-independence India, the 73rd Constitutional Amendment Act 1992, Panchayati Raj institution in the post 73rd Amendment era, the case of UP, urban local self-government, the post 74th Constitutional Amendments 1992, urban local self-government bodies, the municipal finance. Coming towards the first topic, that is historical background of rural self-government in India. The village autonomy was considered in Mughal era, and therefore the impact of Mughal era on the local communities were minimal. Its main purpose was to provide the institutional backing of the local Indian elites to the colonial administration. Temporarily, local self-government in India can be deemed to be more a continuation of the system introduced under British rather than a pre-British era. The Rural Self-Government Bill 1925 provided for a 9 members village authority elected on the basis of restricted adult franchise. A successful village authority was to be given more powers. The panchayat could include more than one cadastral village. It could be entrusted with certain functions such as water supply, medical relief and sanitation. Next topic is Panchayati Raj in post-independence India. In January 1957, the Planning Commission appointed the Committee on Planned Projects headed by Balwant Rai G. Mehta. Named after its chairman, the committee was known as Mehta Committee. The Mehta Committee aimed to give a report on the possible linkage between the village panchayats and the higher level popular organization for efficiently implementing community projects and national extension service. Next is to determine in advance the stages of reorganization of district administration, and it would help the democratic bodies to take over the entire general administration and develop on the district or sub-districts. The Mehta Committee conducted a nationwide survey and observed that the committee projects and the National Extension Service did not involve people. They function in an ad hoc manner. The Mehta Committee report also recommended the village panchayat should be vested with adequate power and assigned appropriate finances. The Mehta Committee report suggested that functions of local bodies should cover the development of agriculture in all its aspects, the improvement of cattle and the local industries, public health, welfare work, administration of primary schools and collection and maintenance of statistics, and act as an agent of state government in executing special schemes of development constituted to it. Next is the 73rd Constitutional Amendment Act 1992. Basically named on Gandhian philosophy, the committee and the community development aimed at achieving the all-round development of rural India. The program created a large number of government functionaries like the block development office and the village level workers. Balwant Rai Mehta Committee recommended measures for domestic decentralization in order to meet the deficiency of the community development program and extension service program. Next are the Gram Panchayat. The Gram Panchayat consists of Gram Sabha and the members of the village Panchayat, directly elected by electorate headed by the Pradhans. The body, which consists of all adults of the village, are known as Gram Sabha. The law enjoins the Gram Sabha to hold general meetings annually. Each Gram Panchayat is expected to function through 4 committees. These are Samta Samiti, Vikas Samiti, Shiksha Samiti and Lok Hit Samiti. Samta Samiti, welfare of women and children and interest of SCs, STs and backward classes. Vikas Samiti, that is the agriculture, rural industry and development schemes. Shiksha Samiti, that is education, and Lok Hit Samiti, that is the public health and public work. Now coming towards the Kshetra Panchayat. Kshetra Panchayat membership was intermediate tier comprised of all the elected Pradhans of the Gram Panchayat from within the block. Members elected direct election is from the territorial constituencies in the Panchayat area apart from MLAs and MLCs and representative of Zilla Panchayat. Next are the Zilla Panchayat. Zilla Panchayat or Zilla Parishad includes elected members chosen directly in territorial constituencies, MLAs and MLCs along with the Pramukh of all Kshetra Panchayat in the district. The primary functions entrusted to the Zilla Panchayat are to supervise the activities of Gram Panchayat and Kshetra Samitis to classify fairs and festivals and to classify roads as village road, district road, etc. Next are the relationship between PRIs and DRAs. The nature of relationship between panchayat and administrative structure is an important aspect of the PRIs. The UP government had set up Bajaj Committee in 1995 for suggesting measures to strengthen the relationship between DRDAs, that is District Rural Development Authorities, and the panchayats. Now the PRIs and assessments. The performance of the PRIs need to be assessed in the context of the social, economic and political milieu in the village. The PRIs have contributed to the overall development of village society to a significant. Rajni Kothari wants merely setting up local self-government committee does not necessarily amount to advancement of democratic policies. Though reservations of SCs, STs OBCs and women in the PRI was introduced even earlier in some states. It has become mandatory in all states following the passage of 73rd constitutional amendments. The PRIs have been facing serious challenges. Transfer of important subjects like education to the PRIs has resulted in politicization of the issues, especially in West Bengal, Kerala and Madhya Pradesh. Next topic is urban local self-government. The urban local self-government owns its genesis to Samuel Ling, member of Viceroy Councils, who proposed the local service should be based on local resources. Municipal bodies in Indian cities were the creation of the British. Lord Mayor's resolution of 1970 encouraged the introduction of the elected president in the municipalities. The municipality present from the structure of the institution of local governance owed their existence to Lord Ripon's resolution on local self-government adopted on 18th May 1882. There were about 200 municipalities in the British India by 1870. Municipal bodies in Indian sites were the creation of the British. Till the passage of 74th Amendment, there have been existing 5 types of urban government: municipal corporation, municipal councils, town area committee, notified area committee and cantonment boards. Madras was the first to have the municipal corporation in 1687. It was followed by Bombay and Calcutta in 1762. Next is the post 74th constitutional amendments. Urban local self-government bodies. The Government of India passed 74th Constitution on Amendment Act in 1992 to make the institution of urban governance more representative, accountable, efficient and transparent. The 74th Constitutional Amendment Act was enacted on the basis of recommendation of the Rural-Urban Relationship Committee. As mentioned earlier in this session, before the commencement of this Act, there had existed 5 types of bodies of urban governance. The 74th Amendment replaced the 5 urban bodies with 3 Nagar Panchayat of area and tradition from rural to urban cluster, municipal councils in similar urban settlements, and municipal corporation in larger urban areas. The municipal body include elected representatives from electoral ward, members of Lok Sabha and state legislative assemblies covering wholly or partly the municipal area concerned. The seats are reserved in the municipal bodies for the weaker section is of the society, OBCs, SCs and women. The percentage of seat reserved for women is 33. The tenure of the municipalities is 5 years. The 12th schedule of the 74th Amendment contains 18 items. The State Finance Commission would also recommended the principle of the grant in aid to be given from the consolidated fund of the state. Next are the new amendment provided for a direct election of the mayor from the municipal area for a period of 5 years. Next are the municipal finance. There is no separate list for taxes for municipal bodies. This falls within the discretion of respective state government. Municipal revenues are basically of the following topics. These are the tax revenue. The major taxes levied by urban local government are tax on property including service levy on water supply, conservancy, drainage, lighting and garbage disposal, tax on profession, tax on vehicle. Next are the octroi. Tax on entry of goods into the local area for the consumption or sale therein is popularly known as octroi. It is the most traditional tax and major source of local revenue. It accounts for about 60 to 80% of total revenue of the urban local bodies where it is imposed. Next are the non-tax revenue. Municipal acts provide for insurance of license. Every local authority is empowered to change the charge and collect fees both regularity and for service provided. A user fee is to be charged for public utilities, parking, entry fees for playgrounds, swimming pools, etc. Next are the grant and aids. An important element of municipal finance is grant and aids. There are two types of grants: a general purpose grant and the specific purpose grant. The former augments the revenue of the local bodies for discharging their normal functions. The latter is used for the specific purpose. For example, the increase of wage, bills due to inflation, education grants, public health, road maintenance, etc. Next are the loans. Municipal bodies can borrow from the state government and other agencies under Local Authorities Loan Act. They can borrow for the development activities and for repayment of debt. Thus, borrowing can be for the purpose of construction, provision of relief and relief work during scarcity or famine, outbreak of any epidemic, land acquisition, repayment of outstanding loan. Now, in the last, here are some exercise for you, that is some questions which are based on this session. These are: number 1, explain tax revenue, and number 2 question is explain the post 74th Constitutional Amendment 1992. That's all for this session. Thank you. Happy learning. We learning.